Attention! Uncertainty surrounds Liverpool's next steps after Joda's death. Manchester United may now be the deciding factor in Liverpool selling a £50 million player this summer. Liverpool is targeting a striker with a legendary name as the search takes a surprising turn. Welcome, Red supporter. Let's check out the latest news from the greatest club in the world. The death of Diogo Joda completely disrupted Liverpool's summer rhythm. Football has always run alongside life's trials, but sometimes it takes a back seat. Joda was not just a talented player, he was part of the beating heart of this club. The dressing room will never be the same, nor the cop. One moment, plans were being made, names discussed, and silent hopes were rising around the Community Shield and the new season. The next moment, a deep silence took over. Quote, "Time stopped," unquote, said a close source. And indeed, that seems to be the case. Liverpool had already made good business in the market, with 4 confirmed signings and the return of a player from loan. The rebuild was methodical, efficient, and future-focused. Now all that feels irrelevant. There will be no immediate moves inside or outside the club. People close to the squad made it clear that transfers have been suspended, not only out of respect for Joda's memory, but also because there is no real interest at the moment. The mood is subdued, reflective, and heavy. Some players may want to protect what they have, keeping the squad united not just for football reasons, but for emotional strength as well. The loss of Joda could become the bond that unites the group more than ever. Quote, "One of their friends is no longer here," unquote, and that pain will surely linger. This is not a tactical challenge for Arne Slot, but something much deeper. The coach who brought the title back to Anfield in his first season now needs to lead a grieving team, supporting them not just for the rigors of the Premier League, but for life without a teammate and friend. Mohamed Salah's message on social media was clear and strong. Quote, "The idea of returning to Liverpool after the break actively scared him," unquote. This feeling will be shared by many. Slot will need to be more than just a coach in the coming weeks. There is no manual to handle this situation. No spreadsheet or strategy can measure the impact of the loss. Whether the club will make new signings or remain still will be decided more by emotion than reason. All options are valid. If the players need space, they will have it. If some feel the need for change, that will be considered. This is a unique moment in Liverpool's recent history. Mistakes may be made, but the priority must be the group's unity. Patience will also be essential, because no one can carry on as if nothing happened. Football can wait. Right now, it feels distant. Expectations must be set aside. Grief has no timetable. It follows its own pace.
This summer could be different for Liverpool due to the ongoing saga surrounding Luis Diaz, with the Colombian apparently wanting to leave Anfield. The club, however, does not want to sell Diaz, but if a big offer comes, and it seems it might, they will be tempted, especially with rumors that the asking price is around £72.5 million. Clubs like Bayern Munich, Saudi teams, and especially Barcelona are interested in the Colombian forward. Interestingly, the deciding factor for Diaz's future could be linked to rival Manchester United. The rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United is historic and intense, but Diaz's future might depend on where the Red Devils sell Marcus Rashford. According to Florian Plettenberg from Sky Germany, Barcelona still wants to sign Diaz, although they believe it is unlikely to happen. So the Catalans reopened negotiations for Rashford. Despite Diaz being the priority, after 2 failed attempts by Liverpool, Rashford has become a more viable alternative. The 27-year-old forward is almost decided to leave Old Trafford this summer, and Manchester United wants around £40 million for him, significantly less than Liverpool's asking price for Diaz. Bayern Munich is also interested in Diaz and may see Rashford as an alternative. This suggests this summer's transfer window could be a real carousel of forwards, but the Premier League would be the biggest loser. Diaz's move to Barcelona, whether Liverpool fans like it or not, makes a lot of sense, both in terms of football ability and personality. The Colombian has always shown passion for the Spanish club, something never a secret. His father even stated that it would be his son's dream transfer. Moreover, Diaz will likely avoid making the same mistake Sadio Mane did by choosing Bayern Munich, as La Liga style fits his characteristics much better. With speed, talent, and skill, classic traits of Barcelona's wingers, he has everything to succeed if he makes the move. Of course, Liverpool should only let him go if they receive an appropriate offer. But if that happens, perhaps it is the right time for both club and player to part ways.
According to the newspaper Ebola, Arne Slot's team has a genuine interest in signing Almeria's striker Luis Suarez, who just enjoyed his most productive season yet, scoring 31 goals in 43 games in the Spanish Segunda División. However, any potential negotiation may not be simple, as the report highlights that at least 5 other clubs have also shown interest in the 27-year-old Colombian. Besides Liverpool, the interested clubs include Manchester United, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Sporting CP, and Sunderland. Interestingly, Liverpool has shown surprising interest in bringing this striker to Anfield. The player's name, shared with the famous Luis Suarez, one of the club's recent legends who scored 82 goals in 133 appearances for the Reds between 2011 and 2014 before moving to Barcelona, draws attention. Now, the new Luis Suarez from Almeria emerges as a concrete option for coach Richard Hughes and Arne Slot himself. Almeria is asking around €25 million, about £21.6 million for the striker, who has scored 92 goals in 304 career games and has played for clubs like Marseille, Real Zaragoza, and Granada. Although he was at Watford between 2017 and 2021, he never appeared for the first team, spending most of that time out on loan. Liverpool is searching for a new center-forward after deciding to release Darwin Núñez. While negotiations with Napoli to sell Núñez are expected to resume soon, the club is in no hurry due to the shock and mourning over Diogo Jota's death. Besides Luis Suarez, other options have been discussed to strengthen the Premier League champions' attack this summer. Among them are the ambitious Alexander Isak and the more realistic, albeit costly, Ugo Ekitike. A third possibility, Victor Osimhen from Napoli, has apparently been removed from the list, especially after rumors that the Nigerian striker may opt for a different transfer. Still, interest in Suarez has grown in Portugal, and he is seen as a viable alternative to lead Liverpool's front line, especially considering his recent performance and relatively affordable cost by today's market standards. On the other hand, it is likely that Arne Slot will look for a more established option playing at a level higher than the Spanish Segunda División, which could make Suarez's signing less probable. Additionally, the Reds have already invested about £190 million in transfers this summer, making it unlikely they'll sign 2 forwards this window. However, Liverpool could still make significant sales from the squad to finance future acquisitions. In any case, journalist Henry Winter praised the Reds for the incredible business they have done this summer, highlighting not only the signings, but also the club's efficient transfer market management. Thank you very much for watching so far. See you next time.